Good number 10 real quick. All right, play that.
Melanin is a versatile molecule. Not only is it responsible for giving us our UV-blocking complexion, at the cellular level, it gobbles up harmful radicals that lead to diseases such as cancer and Parkinson's. But that's only the beginning. Over the past decades, researchers have focused on what might be melanin's most promising talent yet discovered, the ability to conduct electricity.
Hold on, pause it. I'm gonna just sit that there for a minute. Melanin has the power to create electricity, brothers.
Message.
Just play it. Just play it.
Be melanin's most promising talent yet discovered, the ability to conduct electricity. That's important because if we fancy a future where environmentally benign electronics help us fight disease, monitor our health, and store energy, we're going to need bio-friendly materials. And what better material for the job than one made right in-house? This is melanin in its most common form. When it comes to electrical charge, melanin acts as a sort of bank, always ready to lend out or take electrons depending on the environment. Chained together, as they naturally tend to do, melanin molecules can shuffle electrons and surrounding ions end to end. The result is an all-natural electrode material. In terms of performance, it's not on par with the electronic materials we find in our phones and laptops. But because melanin is 100% compatible with our body's makeup, it's a much safer starting material for building electronic devices.
Pause it. So you wonder why melanin is $300 a gram? You wonder why black men and black women are going missing all over the world? When we were in Turkey, they talked about how the ancient Greeks used to skin our people alive so that they can use the melanin for anti-aging cream. In anti-aging cream to this day, there's melanin in it. This is a thing we don't know. Go ahead, Cap.
Hey, you also wonder why the doctors can't do anything for your medical condition and then you end up passing and they want your organs? That's why, because of that melanin.
Because of that melanin. Genesis 10 and 5. Let me show you something.
The book of Genesis.
Daniel 10 and 5. My bad. Show you something you probably never paid attention to.
And I mean, allegedly, they can't do anything. That's what I mean.
Allegedly, right. Right. No, they lying. Go ahead. Daniel 10 and 5.
The book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 5.
Thank you.
Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz.
Watch this.
His body also was like the beryl.
And what else?
And his face as the appearance of lightning.
And his face was as the appearance of lightning. That's electricity. When Christ was when Daniel saw the vision of Christ, he was very dark skinned. And he saw his face as the appearance of lightning. It shined. He said, the only thing I can compare that to is lightning. His melanin was popping, literally. For all you Negroes that hate your skin color, you got all these colorisms going on. Oh, I'm light skinned, so I look better. No, you a fool. The darker you are, the stronger your body is. Stop making fun of our people that's dark skinned. That's beautiful, according to the scriptures. Right? Now, go from there. Go to number 11 I had real quick. Number 11.
Hey, Cap, that was a heavy point. That's why the scriptures tell us we have to reform our hearts, reform our minds. Y'all got to change our minds. Stop with this colorism and thinking light is better. It's not.
Right. 100%. Right. 11. Yeah. Watch this.
Now, this is Taboo is a new book that just came out by John Entine. Why do blacks do so well at sports and why are we afraid to talk about it? Is now going to be explained by me in terms of brain size expansion. These are the variables that blacks have advantages of in sports if you read Entine's book. Things like 3 to 19% more testosterone, broader shoulders, narrower hips, that's significant. More muscle, less fat, greater bone density, higher center of gravity, faster knee-jerk reaction, higher percentage of fast twitch muscles, longer arms, and distal elongation of segments, which basically means that blacks have longer hands relative to forearms, relative to upper arms compared to white.
We just different. He's explaining the God gene that's in us. Now, he talks about fast twitch muscles. A lot of people don't understand what that's talking about. It's a reason a person can run a 100-meter dash in less than 10 seconds. Damn. Usain Bolt has extreme fast twitch muscles. You understand what I'm saying? Where his muscles can activate quicker, faster than anyone else. So make him get from point A to point B faster. Right. And that's just running. Now, that ain't nothing new, because I believe in the book of Psalms, King David said, I have feet like hinds' feet. You had something you about to say, Cap? Go ahead. Okay. Psalms 18 real quick. Go ahead.
Oh, what he mentioned, can you take it back just a little bit?
Mm-hmm,
just put that back on the screen, that little list he had. I just want to make the point. Listen, that's Genesis 25 right there, where it says one people shall be stronger than the other. That's it right there.
Damn.
Okay, Cap read it earlier. That's the proof right there.
So we got 3 to 19% more testosterone. That means we more manly than you. Ain't that what that mean? We more manly than them. That's why they said, look, take their dad out the house. Have them raised by their mother. Right. You understand? Because if you allow that father to endure trials and tribulations, like Bishop Yawasop always say, hard times create strong men. You let their father endure and persevere and make it through the ghetto and raise them and teach them perseverance, they're going to be stronger than us. This is heavy. Sheesh. Go ahead. You had that?
The book of Psalms.
Chapter 18.
18 and verse 33.
Yeah.
He maketh my feet like hinds' feet, and setteth me up on my high places.
Read.
He teacheth my hands to war.
Read.
So that a bow of steel is broken by mine arm.
Go ahead. Read again. What's wrong with it? Read again, brother.
He teacheth my hands to war.
He teaches my hand to war.
So that a bow of steel is broken by mine arms.
So that a bow of steel is broken by my arms. We are the only people that you can think of that could do something like that. We don't need technology to do it. When we put our minds and we're focused, conditioning, body, diet, we are greater, and wisdom first and foremost, we are greater than any other race. And everybody know it. What you had? Go ahead.
Just going back to that screenshot, it said advantages in sports. But that's the only thing they allow us to do. Aren't those the same advantages you need in war?
Right.
Testosterone, broader shoulders, fast twitch muscles. That's the striking.
Longer arms.
Longer arms, better reach. But they're not talking about that. Right here it said, read that again, verse 34.
Verse 34. He teacheth my hands to war.
To war. God backing your ability to fight. We have all those advantages. Then we have a God that's going to deliver the enemies into our hand. That's what they're afraid of.
Right, 100%. You had something you want to say, Cap.
Well, verse 32, read that.
Verse 32. It is God that girdeth me with strength.
It is what?
God that girdeth me with strength.
What is that saying? God gave us that gene. He gave us the God gene. Read it again.
It is God that girdeth me with strength.
Yep.
And maketh my way perfect.
And maketh our ways perfect. All praise.
100%. Now, finish that video real quick. It's only a few more seconds, I think. Finish that video real quick.
Compared to whites who have longer distal elements than do East Asians. But let me draw your attention to, I believe, the hips. Is it? Can I? No, what's the next one? Was that the next one? Okay, the thigh bone. Blacks have narrow hips. It gives them an advantage at running because the thigh bone, which comes out of the hip, can go directly, vertically straight down to the knee. The knee has to be directly underneath the body in order to give it support. And so you have a very efficient, straightforward stride. Whereas, as the hips expand sideways, say in East Asians, the thigh bone comes out of those hips at an angle and has to curve back down into the knees, which again still have to be directly under the body to support it. And then you get large platforms at the knee joint. And in fact, if you find a skeleton in your backyard and you call in the police will call in a physical anthropologist, a forensic anthropologist, and it's really quite amazing what they can tell, even just from a thigh bone. Not only will they tell you how old the skeleton is or whether it's a male or a female, but they'll also tell you what race it is.
Pause. That's it right there. They're going to also be able to tell you what race it is because they not like us. No pun intended. Go to the next clip. Go ahead, Cap.
Hey, look at Sirach 26 and 20 real quick. Based on what he just said, watch this.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 20. When thou hast gotten a fruitful possession through all the field,
This is talking about men choosing a wife. Read it again.
When thou hast gotten a fruitful possession through all the field,
Go ahead.
sow it with thine own seed.
Read on.
Trusting in the goodness of thy stock.
That part right there. Trusting in the goodness of thy stock. That we have the God gene and the woman was made from us. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So thy race which thou leavest shall be magnified.
That thy race shall be magnified. Deal with your own people. That's what the Bible's saying. Go ahead.
Hey. Having the confidence of their good descent.
All right, all praise. That's it.
Go to two real quick because we our time running down fast. Go to 12. So he talked about the 9 advantages that blacks have in sports. All right, watch this. This is a clip from the movie Get Out.
She tell you about her toenail collection?
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God.
She used to bite them off, suck on them, and save them in the jewelry box.
No, I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about.
That is really disgusting. That is so disgusting.
Go forward a little bit.
He's a good one. Thank you. So Connor's from right across there, right? Huge kid, like
Keep
6'3".
going.
He's pretty dumb. I filled the liquor bottles with water. Let me finish.
Go ahead. Curious.
So, I'm upstairs.
Keep going.
Blood's
Keep going. Keep going.
I'm sorry. Dean, maybe
All right, here we go.
clean it up just a little bit.
So, Chris, what's your sport? Football? Baseball?
Basketball, mostly, I guess.
You an MMA fan?
Dude.
Dude, what? What?
Hey, Jeremy, why don't we let someone else have the floor for a second?
You're dating my sister, right? He's dating my sister. You had your chance. I can't get to know the guy.
You mean like UFC?
Yes.
Yeah, nah, too brutal for me.
Watch this.
You ever get in a street fights as a kid?
I did judo after school, first grade.
Aw.
You should have seen me.
Judo? With your frame and your genetic makeup, if you really pushed your body, and I mean really trained, you know, no pussyfooting around, you'd be a fucking beast.
You hear this? He said, with your genetic makeup and your frame. What genetic makeup he talking about? That God gene. He said, with your genetic makeup, and if you train, I mean really train, he said, you will be a freaking beast. I'm telling you, that's how they look at us as a specimen. They said, and you know what? I didn't show it on the last video. At the very end of the video, as the Edomite is explaining how we have advantages physically, he said our brain was smaller than the white man's brain. So at the end, he had to throw a little shot like, yeah, but them niggas ain't smarter than us. But they know we are. That's why they keep us illiterate and dumb, and they don't teach us nothing. Go to the next video. TikTok video. I believe it was number 14. Yeah.
Is black don't crack. All heard the phrase black don't crack. Now, is this true? The answer is yes. So what this phrase is referring to is that people with darker skin tend to age better. And why this is because the skin is actually thicker. With thicker skin, as you lose collagen with time, the skin is less affected than somebody who starts off with thinner skin. Thicker skin tends to maintain better elasticity. It doesn't wrinkle as much. That leads to less sagging of the face, less fine lines and wrinkling of the face. So if you have darker skin, count yourself lucky.
Pause. You hear this? You heard what he said? He said if you got darker skin, somebody give a round of applause for that thing right there. If you got darker skin, consider yourself lucky. Watch this. Give me the book of 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 23. 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 23. So for all you brothers and sisters that feel subconscious about your dark skin, or you let people make fun of you and call you blackie and whatever, man, consider yourself lucky. Because when you get older and they get older, you're going to look way better. 2 Samuel 7:23.
The book of 2 Samuel, chapter 7 and verse 23. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people?
Read.
Even like Israel, whom God went to redeem for a people to himself, and to make him a name, and to do for you great things and terrible for thy land, before thy people, which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nation and their God.
So the Lord said that he chose us out of the midst of another nation. We are not regular. We are different. Jeremiah 14:2. No, Song of Solomon 1:5, man. The hell is this? Song of Solomon chapter 1 verse 5.
Let's go. The book of Song of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5. I am black, but comely.
So Solomon said, I'm black, but I'm beautiful. I am black, but I am beautiful. Go ahead.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem. Now, she said when black get older, or when black people get older, they don't age like that, right? Go to the book of Deuteronomy real quick. Deuteronomy chapter 33, I believe it is. No, 34. Deuteronomy 34. We're going to read about Moses real quick. Let me show you something. Deuteronomy chapter 34, and I want you to read verse 7. Yep.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 34 and verse 7. And Moses was 120 years old.
Read.
When he died.
Come on.
His eye was not dim.
He didn't need no glasses. His eyes wasn't, you know what I'm saying, blurry or nothing like that. He had great vision. Go ahead.
Right. Nor his natural force abated.
Nor his natural force abated. Meaning Moses didn't die because he was an old man. Moses died because he smoked the rock and the Lord said, you ain't going to see the promised land. But Moses didn't die because he was old and feeble. Moses was strong in his old age. Ripped, as Captain Shin would say. You understand? So when black get older, we don't crack, y'all. This is why you think Adam and Eve them was able to live so long and still look good. Right. It's a reason for that, bro. We ain't regular. We is not regular. Go to the next video I had. Let's see what sunscreen looks like under a UV light. Yeah, watch this. So this is what sunscreen actually looked like under a UV light. Look at this.
What the hell is this?
Sunscreen make you black. It's forged melanin. That's what it is. It's forged melanin. They not like us.
Wow. Oh my God, girl.
Look at that.
This is just.
Not only is the Most High genius, he's hilarious.
He mocking them. Look, she got sunscreen on her hand. But to you, it look like a natural cream. It don't look dark like that. But when she put it on herself under that light, you can see that it's actually making her darker to block the sun rays. We the chosen people of God, man.
So it go back to what you read earlier. The people of his curse was done.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you said that. Yeah. Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. Thank you for saying that, sir. Perfect segue. Pause it. Keep it on the screen. I want them to hear the scripture to go with it. Read that for me.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Adumia.
Read.
And upon the people of my curse.
What he call them?
The people of my curse.
He called these people right here the people of my curse. They the only people on the earth without melanin, y'all. God said, no, y'all thinking they something high and mighty. No. Go back and read my word again. Right. Repent and keep the commandments. I'll show you wisdom. They are the people of my curse. Now, Romans 9:22. The hell is this? Romans 9:22.
The book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 22. What if God, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction.
These people are the vessels of wrath that's fitted to destruction. The Lord just ain't ready to do it yet. He's allowing the Israelites to wake up. He's allowing 144,000 man to be sealed. Then he gonna bring destruction. Hey, read 21. That's what I really want.
Verse 21. Hath not the potter power over the clay?
Read.
Of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor.
Read.
And another unto dishonor.
And so he said of the same lump, meaning they both come from Abraham and Isaac. They're from the same lump. But yet one is honored and one is dishonored. The honored is us with the God gene. The dishonored is them with the damn lack of melanin, and the sun don't even like them.
That's right.
Sun whooping their ass every day. Right, read 13. He gonna tell you who they are.
Verse 13. As it is written.
Read.
Jacob have I loved.
Jacob is the honorable one. Read.
But Esau have I hated.
But he hate Esau. Yep. That's what hate look like right there. I'm telling you, y'all just don't know. Y'all thinking God don't love you or he done forsaken you. God ain't forsaken you. God has not forsaken you. Hey, give me that. Show how much melanin costs today. I think it was next. How much? Yeah, watch this. Read that.
As of April 2022, melanin can cost between $440 and $490 per gram.
So $440 and between $440 and $490 per gram. You know how light a gram is? For you weed smokers back in the day, you know what a gram is. From research lab suppliers. Go ahead.
From research lab suppliers, which is more than 4 times the price of gold.
Now, why in the hell would melanin cost more than gold? Damn. Keep reading.
For example, CP Lab Safety sells 1 gram of natural melanin for $1,212.68.
So who buying that? Who buying that? The billionaires of the world. They realize, yo, we need this to create different technology. They need melanin to create these things. Why you think our people going missing? Listen, that show, what is it, Splinter Cell? Is that what is the name of that show called? The new it's about sickle cell. It's on Netflix. Super Cell. That's called Super Cell. That's about us. That's the God gene. Them brothers and sisters got power, and they all black. Now, I'm pretty sure in the later season they're going to introduce an Edomite. But they're all black at this particular time. That's showing you they know who we are. It is what it is. Man, do I want to go into the... Go to the next thing I had real quick. I got so much.
Let's go.
I wanted to go over this last week, but, the Lord said no. Yeah.
Finally, after more than 70 years, a measure of justice for the family of Henrietta Lacks, whose cells were taken without her family's consent and led to groundbreaking medical discoveries. Here's Jake Ward.
Henrietta Lacks is inside all of us, in treatments and vaccines her cells made possible. And tonight, her family is finally being compensated for her contributions.
Such sacrifice that she had to give of herself that benefited all the world.
Lacks died of cervical cancer in 1951 at Johns Hopkins, where, in a racially segregated ward, doctors cut out a sample of her cancer cells without her permission. The cells, nicknamed Gila, were the first to grow well in a lab and are now...
Pause it. Y'all remember what I referenced earlier about the hospitals. You see this? Malpractice, now all of a sudden, all of her organs and her stem cells and whatnot is used today. They do this stuff on purpose. Go ahead, play it.
They know we got the God gene. Go ahead.
Bedrock of modern medicine. Her family sued multi-billion-dollar Thermo Fisher Scientific in 2021, saying the company, quote, made staggering profits by using the Gila cell line, although it, quote, has known that Gila cells were stolen from Ms. Lacks. The family settled for an undisclosed amount Monday.
Yeah, I know.
Thermo
They
Fisher says
pause it. And that money can't live up to how much money they made. They said, look, how much I want? 10 million? That's chump change to them. But we poverty stricken, so we like, yeah, we'll take that 10. But look how much money they made over the years. Go ahead.
Pleased the case is resolved, but had no further comment.
Today on her 103rd birthday, we got justice. Her legacy is in good hands. Our family is standing together in solidarity.
Paul, look at Ben Crump. Look at that nigga. You know, anytime some BS go down, he pop up. He love that money, don't he? Anyway, drop him because if I say something I shouldn't say. All right, so y'all see we got the God gene. It was in our sister Henrietta Lacks. It's in all of us, and they know that, y'all. We're not regular. We are not the average people, okay? We are the sons and daughters of the living God.
What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example.